Your host, Keith Andrew. Along here is Amy Lyndon, and I just want to say thank you for being a guest on my talk show.
Hi, guys.
Now, starting off, I want to tell people about Uncensored. Uncensored's my way to show people that even with a learning disability, I can still overcome controversy and reach my goals in life. At the same time, turning myself into a perfect example for people out there deaf, blind, or in a wheelchair, that you should never give up, you should never label yourself, and you should prove to people you can still amount to something. And that's the whole point of my talk show.
I like it.
Now, starting off, I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. You can ask me anything you want. You can curse if you want to. It's uncensored. And it's just a normal conversation between friends. So, starting off, what can you tell me about yourself?
Well, I grew up in New Rochelle, New York, which is, for people that are, I guess, in their 50s and 60s would know it as the place where the Dick Van Dyke Show was. And Rob Reiner and Paul Reiner, they actually grew up in New Rochelle as well, which is where this show came from. So I grew up in New Rochelle, New York, and then I went to Syracuse University, but as a child I used to go on the train to study at the Neighborhood Playhouse in New York City. And then I studied also at the University of London, acting. So I've been acting since I was 10 years old.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, so my whole family came out to Los Angeles because my uncle is a famous producer. His name is Gene Kirkwood, and he was the executive producer of Rocky.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, so we all followed him out here, and they gave me my first job, which was opposite Andy Garcia in a big movie, but I had a small part. So did he, actually.
Now, you mentioned Rocky. All of them, or just like the first one or the second one?
No, just the first one. He was the executive producer of the first one. He was good friends with Sylvester Stallone and brought the script to Warner Brothers and convinced them that Stallone should play the part.
And he was right. He is Rocky.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, you mentioned acting. How did he get into the acting?
Well, my parents used to send me to camp, and because they wanted to get rid of the kids for the summer, so they sent me to camp, and that's where I learned how to act. And I started out on stage there when I was 10 years old. Actually, they sent me to camp when I was 9, and so that's when it started. And then I got the bug, and I just couldn't stop. So I did it my entire life.
All right. Well, I'm going to ask you about your company in a little bit. But going to your education, did you enjoy high school? Did you do any sports?
Yeah, actually, I was on varsity volleyball and varsity softball. I'm kind of like a type A personality in terms of achievement. Like, I'm really into achieving things, like getting awards for things, and even when I made films, it was very important for me to enter the festivals and to win awards. And even when I was a child, I was into getting like Best Athlete Award or All-Around Athlete or Best Person Award. You know, any kind of an award, I was like, yeah, give me an award. So when I was in camp, it was really great training for myself as an adult and all through school to create a discipline and a competition factor, which is what I've carried throughout my entire life. The need to compete, but actually I've never really competed in my mind with other people. I really just competed with myself.
All right. What about your college years? Were you a party animal, study nerd?
Well, I always took a lot of credits. Like I would work at the pizza place when I went to Syracuse, and I also was in plays, and I also had 21 credits. So a semester. So I just went crazy. I just ate it up. I loved it. I did everything that I could. to just be involved with whatever I could be involved in. And I'm still like that today. I have a lot of energy, and I believe that everybody's got 24 hours in a day. It's pretty much what are you going to do with yours?
No, I agree with you on that.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. What we sleep, let's say we sleep 8 hours. You have all that other time left.
True.
You like, true that. So I've always been really busy. Always busy doing something and moving forward, and just I believe in goal setting and making sure that you have a plan. And so I still do that.
Yeah, it's always good to have like a plan A, plan B.
I don't believe there is a plan B. There's only plan A.
You know, the next question I was going to ask you, a lot of people do this for fun, a lot of people do it for activities. And I said, did he do any sports? Did he ever get the chance to do one of those human pyramids? Or are you not like a human pyramid person?
Oh my goodness, no. No, I wouldn't be able to sustain that. No, I would have gotten bored, you know. That would have bored me. But I was part of a pyramid. I mean, I was in Amway, you know. So I was part of an internet marketing business, which is pyramid-based, but it's a network marketing company. So, I mean, I was a part of that. But I've never been a part of where your body is part of a human pyramid. No.
Yeah, I always wanted to do one. They're fun.
Do they still do them?
Occasionally. You have to find like a unique group of people, but other people are like, you know, when I was growing up, I always wanted to do one, and they're like, oh, why do you want to do it? It's stupid, it's retarded, it's pointless. And then I met other people, and like, oh, we do it all the time. It's like, where were you when I was growing up?
There are still people that do them?
Occasionally, you know, it's...
That's awesome. How is it set up?
You know, basically, you know, if you have a small group of people, you can do like a 6-person, or if most people do it at parties, at circus events, or just for fun, you can do like a 10-person. My idea is to do like a Guinness Book of World Records, so get as many people as you can, do the record, and then make a video, put it on YouTube, say, okay, we did it with 20 people, try to beat our record.
That's awesome. Well, you know, I think it's important to have dreams and goals and fun things that you want to accomplish in your life, you know, and then showcase it to the world. You know, there's a lot of people that do great stuff, but they never share it with anyone. That's
true. Now, I was looking at your LinkedIn. You says you're CEO. What can you tell us about your company?
I own a business where I teach actors how to get jobs. And I teach people how to begin a business in the entertainment business, how to start. But I created a technique called the Lyndon Technique after my name, Amy Lyndon. And it's a 15-guideline map to booking on teaching people how to work the room and how to break down the scene and get a job. And right now I have 17 series regulars on television, and 1 Emmy winner and 1 Young Artist winner. But I've been teaching this technique for 20 years.
Oh, that's pretty cool. What type of actors have you worked with?
Adam Brody, Masioka from Heroes. I have 3 girls on a show right now called Every Which Way for Nickelodeon. 3 series regulars. They're all studied with me. I all taught them how to get a job, how to work the room. I have 2 people that just booked another Disney show, and I have a girl, Paris Bale, who stars in Mighty X, the Mighty XD. It's Mighty something. Mighty Med X on Disney XD. And they just picked her up for a 2nd year. So, Chris D'Elia, And he just got another show called Undateable. He started out on Whitney, and then Crystal Khalil, who won an Emmy for Young and the Restless. She's still on there. She plays Lily. And Jose Sanchez, who's on The Game, which has been playing forever. I think they're going into their 7th year, 8th year. I can go on and on and on. I have like tons of people that I've helped work. So I have a business site for actors as well called TLTaccess.com, and there's like hundreds of lectures and me coaching. I mean, you could see me coaching and the technique. You could learn the technique on that site. And I have clients from all over the world. London, and like I Skype with people in London, and I have a girl in Caroline Cave who just booked a lead role in a movie of the week for Lifetime. She's an Emmy winner, but I can't claim that because she was an Emmy winner, like a Canadian Emmy, before she met me. But I did help her get back on her feet after she had 2 babies, and now she's back on her back.
Now, for people who, like for me, I'm not like an actor, but if I'm interested in working with you, do you offer any services, or you only work with actors who broke through?
No, if you don't want to be an actor, I can't really help you. I can only help people who want to learn how to get a job, learn how to act, learn how to audition, and learn how to run a business. But I'm not a life coach. Although some people might disagree with me. Because, there is a philosophy about booking. You have to really be okay with who you are, as a person. And I've worked, I have like 84 IMDB credits. I've been working since I got to Hollywood when I was 19. So, I've been working forever. I'm working on another movie called How to Beat a Bully, and we have a table read tomorrow at Raleigh Studios, and I'm working on a web series called No Rhyme or Reason, and it's at No Rhyme or Reason TV, and we're working on their 7th episode. So, and that's with a student of mine, and her mother wrote the show, and so her student is in it, and I'm playing a cougar mom.
So you basically just teach actors who want to act. So what about like beginner actors? Like, if I wanted to work with you, I should take acting classes first, then we work together, or how would you?
Well, I don't claim myself to be an acting teacher, but I do say that I have several people on series right now that have never trained anywhere else. So the technique is proven time and time again. Not to say that just because you have a lot of training you can't learn this technique, but my perfect student is either somebody who has no training at all, or somebody that's been kicked around and is like, please help me. But somebody that's trained everywhere, and I'm just another person to put on their resume, that's not my perfect student.
All right. Well, like I said, this is just a normal conversation, and you can ask me anything. It doesn't have to be one-sided. Do you have any questions you want to ask me?
Well, first off, when somebody says that they have a disability, what is your disability?
Well, without going into much detail, I make a long story short, I developed severe panic attacks and social anxiety. So I use this kind of like a therapy for myself. But I'm kind of like you, only I learn at a slower pace. I'm more hands-on than someone who says, oh, here's a notebook, go read it and go figure it out yourself. I can't do that. I can try, but I'm more, like hands-on and learn at a slower pace, and unfortunately people refer to that as being retarded. And, can't see without my glasses, can't drive, hand-eye coordination, and there's a couple other things I don't want to mention on the air, but the whole point of my show is to show people that, hey, I didn't go to college, I didn't get trained in this line of work for 10, 20 years, but the whole point is to show people that even with a learning disability, doesn't matter deaf, blind, or in a wheelchair, if you're very passionate about what you're doing, you should prove to people you can still amount to something.
I agree with you. You know, I suffer from panic attacks too, anxiety and panic attacks from being overwhelmed. Sometimes I get so overwhelmed I have severe panic attacks too, like where I just can't breathe. You know, I think it comes from just not being able to slow it down, slow your brain down enough to say, hey, you know, one thing at a time. So it almost goes into like overload. You know, but I totally get that. I totally get the whole panic attack thing. I get the whole thing about, I mean, if I were to do it again, I probably wouldn't even go to college because I don't even know what the point of that was for me, personally. Because I already had the discipline, I actually didn't even really need to go to college. So I think that however you work your life, I agree with you, that you have to express yourself. There's a lot of people that don't, you know.
No, it's funny, you know, when I started my talk show a year ago, I messed up, you know. Well, like I said, it's uncensored, but I keep it PG for some episodes. I messed up because, you know, I did episodes where it was just a phone conversation and it was just on speaker. And I did 71 of those. You know, I interviewed people from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Dragon Ball Z, Spider-Man, and there were some parts, and they're like, I got 71 interviews, so I was so excited. Unfortunately, then people started asking me, what's your audience base? And I was like, I have an audience? That's news to me. I didn't know I had an audience. And then I was looking for people who would be interested in giving me like a sponsorship. And they're like, if we don't know what your audience is, we can't work with people like you, and we don't know where do you stand, if you make money off of it. And I don't make money off my interviews, so I don't know where the hell to get that from. But I did 71 interviews. Most of them got like 100 hits. Some of them got like, 20 or 30. And a lot of people say, why don't you do a video interview? That would be much better to do a video interview. And I talked to the 71, maybe 72 people I interviewed. Half of them said yes, they would be more than happy to redo our interview. Half of them said no, it was a one-time thing, or they didn't want anything to do with it, for whatever the reason was. So I'm redoing season 1 in a video format, and knock on wood, hopefully it takes off.
Any business is constantly retooling and fixing and retooling and fixing. And even though I've been running my business for 20 years, I'm still improving it every day. So it's never perfect. It's always reworking things to get into a place where things start to work. But still, even when things are working, it's a business. You're going to continually work on it. Especially today. I mean, once you get these, then you put it up, and then it's a question of, advertising and Facebook, and, it goes on forever today. Social media is crazy.
I've been thinking about, how long was I doing my talk show for. I started back actually in 2004. It was called the Keith Andrew Power Hour. And my mistake was I should have been more passionate about it back then, and I continued to interview teachers and students. Unfortunately, I was shy back then, and it was my anxiety. I was just starting to break out of it, and I just let the idea slip away. And when I worked in retail, and to tell you the story about myself, I never really had social anxiety. Okay, I had social anxiety growing up, But I never had panic attacks, I was like trying to snap my fingers, like that. I had a hard time communicating with people when I was growing up. I had panic attacks for stupid reasons back then, like when we had a thunderstorm. I hated thunderstorms when I was younger, still do. And it never used to bother me. It's just when I was coming out of high school and working in retail, people thought it was funny that I had a learning disability, and they think, oh, let's mess around with Keith. He won't know the difference if we're friends with him or if we're just taking advantage of him. So they would just, screw around with me, saying, oh, we're friends, and when I walk away, saying, oh, we're not really friends with them. And, that eventually wore down on my health because I couldn't tell the difference. And make a long story short, that's how I developed, the problems I have today. Even though that was mostly my stupidity, I should have known the difference. But, you learn from your mistakes.
Louise Hay is a New Age philosopher. I call her a New Age philosopher. And remember, a lot of that, whenever there's something wrong with me or whatever, I look up in the back of her book and it says exactly what it is in terms of a New Age philosophy. And panic attacks is from feeling small.
Yeah, I never knew that. Yeah,
it's from feeling small. When you're feeling like the world is crashing in and you're getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And so when you're feeling smaller and smaller, you can't breathe. And so the panic attacks is honesty, and anxiety is really most times when you're feeling beaten up emotionally. And so to get a hold of that and know when it's coming, is like a big deal. Or to know when people tap into that, because it is a button that they're pressing in you, and to know that that's coming. And so now you're a lot wiser about when that happens, but it doesn't mean that it's going to go away, because once you have it, you have it, It just means that you're a little wiser about what makes it activated.
All right. Well, moving on to another subject, I see that on your LinkedIn that you won a couple awards. What can you tell me about that? Or how did it feel?
Well, I won several awards for a movie that I made called Odessa. It starred Dr. King's daughter, Yolanda King. And I made an award from a short called Award Winning. And I won an award for a script that I wrote called Unleash My Heart. But you can watch Odessa on my website called IamEnoughProductions.com. But it's a beautiful movie, and she was amazing to work with. She's no longer with us, but it was really an incredible experience to work with her. And I've since written a screenplay. It's been through several producers, and it's just hard getting anything made in Hollywood. It's really hard. So, but I do know that the movie will be made. But it originally starred Dr. King's daughter.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a great experience. And you know what? I made a mistake on my first day, because it was my first day directing. I never took a writing class. I never took a directing class. I just decided, just like you, that I wanted to do it, and I just went and did it. And I just wrote a movie, and I raised the money, and I went and shot it. So it's 27 minutes, and I shot it on film, on 35 millimeter film. And the first day on set, I made the mistake of having, it was probably about 55 people or something. It was so stupid. With a crane and at a school with 2 buses from the late 60s. I mean, when I do things, I do them big, and sometimes I did it just too big, and it was overwhelming. And then the most stupidest thing of all is that I got the school to give us the school lunch, and I don't know what I was thinking, because school lunches were never good. I mean, it was disgusting. So I had to send people out to go get some fried chicken or something, because, like, the macaroni and cheese was disgusting, and I don't know what I was thinking.
All right, well, the next subject I want to ask you, I haven't done this one in a while, but it's called Questions to Ask a Woman.
Okay.
And you can answer the ones you want, or you can pass on the ones you don't.
Okay.
But the first one is, if you could have a dream date with any famous person, past or present, who would it be?
Dream date. Probably Steven Spielberg.
I would say...
Pardon me?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, that's okay. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to say Lucy Liu.
Lucy who?
Oh, Lucy Liu.
Lucy Love?
No, Lucy Liu.
Lucy what? I spell it.
I think it's like W... I don't know how to spell her last name. It's just, she was from Charlie's Angels, Lucy Liu.
Oh, Lucy Liu! That's yours?
Yeah. I think she's a real inspiration for people out there.
Yeah, amen. It's funny.
Yeah, what were you going to say before? I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I was just going to say that I just find him to be a brilliant man. And I'm really inspired for people who are brilliant. And I would love to talk to him about Schindler's List. And there's just so many things that I would love to talk to him about. I think he's just really an interesting, intelligent, inspirational man.
No, it's funny. He did a movie called, what was it? It was The Clown. So, Stephen King's It. And my sister was saying, oh, I love that movie. It's so scary, and it's a great story. And it's like, oh, let's watch it one day. And when I saw the clown coming out of the sewer, I couldn't stop laughing. Because I said, oh, the clown's a pedophile.
Oh, that's funny.
And she's like, really? You had to ruin the movie for me? So, she threw the movie out because she said I ruined it for her.
You didn't ruin it. So what's your next question about?
Next question I was going to ask. The next one I was going to ask you, if it doesn't matter if you drink or not, but if you could have a drink with anyone from history, who would it be?
A drink with anybody from history.
Probably Einstein for me.
Yeah, but I don't know if he would be laid back enough to talk. Maybe Mel Brooks.
Yeah, he's really
Mel
funny.
Yeah, I'd love to have a drink with Mel Brooks. Or George Burns.
Are you a fan of Billy Crystal?
Yeah, he's amazing.
I saw its comedy recently, 700 something, and I just remember, 700 Sundays, and one of his jokes was two people were making out in a car, and they said, oh, we can't make out in a car, the car's too small, so they started to make out on someone's tombstone in a cemetery. And the woman says, oh, my back hurts, doctor, my back hurts. The doctor says, how old are you? Oh, I'm 22. Really? It says on your ass, your expiration date was 1973.
Yeah, because you were sitting on it. That's funny. I was actually at a cemetery last night, the Hollywood Cemetery, where they have screenings there.
In a cemetery?
Yeah, it's crazy. And so they showed Almost Famous last night. But like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people show up with blankets, and they've got a DJ. It's really cool. But it's in the cemetery. It's like all the way back. It's crazy.
You don't find that real disrespectful, you know, just sitting around someone's grave watching a movie?
It's in an open field, so it's not around the graves itself, but you walk through the cemetery to get to the open field.
Alright, so that's a little bit different.
Yeah, and, you know, what, I don't know, Marilyn Monroe was buried there. I don't know, it's a movie kind of feel to it.
Alright, what about...
So where is this going to show? Where are you showing this?
For the most part, it will be on the KeithAndrewNetWork.com, or it will be available on YouTube.
Fantastic.
Alright, so we're wrapping up. Do you have anything you want to say to your fans and listeners out there?
I agree with Keith that if you have a dream, I mean, it's the same thing with acting. You know, people come here and they jump on the bus or they drive here and they want to make their dream happen in Hollywood. And even though things seem like it's really difficult, you need to go after it and show the world what you made of. Right, Keith?
I agree with you.